Are you learning English and tired of boring lessons? Stories are the secret. They're fun, exciting, and they help you remember real English. Today's story is about a guy in London who follows the famous red buses, with no idea where they'll take him. Subscribe now, hit the like button, and enjoy the journey. Liam had never been to London before. He had read about the city, seen it in movies, and even studied pictures in books. But this was different. This was real. The sounds, the smells, the weather. It all hit him the moment he stepped out of the train station. He had no plan. Just one silly idea. He would follow the red buses. Not ride them. Just follow them. Wherever they turned, he'd turn. If they stopped, he'd wait. If they disappeared into traffic, he'd find the next one. He didn't care where he'd end up. He just wanted to see the city in the most random way possible. The first bus that passed was heading west. Liam crossed the street and followed it on foot. It moved slowly through the morning traffic. The air was cool, a little damp, but not raining. People hurried past in coats and scarves. A man played guitar near a shop window. A woman with a baby stroller rushed by, talking fast on her phone. Liam walked behind the bus, staying a few steps back. He didn't know the street names, but it didn't matter. The buildings were tall and proud, many with flags waving. Cafes with little chairs outside. Bookshops with old maps in the window. He passed a bakery and smelled cinnamon. His stomach rumbled, but he kept going. The bus turned right at a roundabout. So did Liam. It passed under a bridge. The stone walls were covered in posters, theater shows, music events, lost cats. He paused for a second to read one, but then noticed the red bus up ahead. He jogged to catch up. A second red bus came from the other side. Then a third. Now they were everywhere. Big, loud, red. All moving in different directions. Liam didn't know which one to follow. He picked the one with the number on the back that looked the nicest. He didn't know what the number meant. He just liked how it sounded. The bus moved faster now, and Liam had to walk quickly to stay close. It passed a park, where two dogs chased each other across the grass. An artist sat by a fountain, sketching people on a bench. The bus stopped at a red light, and Liam caught up. Then something strange happened. A man stepped off the bus, holding a small plant in a clear glass jar. He looked at Liam and smiled. Liam smiled back. Then the man disappeared into a narrow alley. The bus moved again, turning left. Liam followed. The street was quieter here. Fewer shops, more houses. The trees above swayed gently in the wind. The bus stopped again, this time at a school. Children with bright backpacks ran off, shouting in English. Their laughter echoed down the road. Liam kept walking, but now he was starting to get tired. He had walked for more than an hour, maybe two. He had no idea where he was. His phone had no signal. He didn't really care, though. The bus kept moving, and so did he. At one point, the bus turned sharply and crossed a bridge over a wide river. Liam followed it onto the bridge and stopped in the middle. He looked out over the water. Boats moved slowly under the gray sky. A bird flew low over the surface. On the far side of the river, he saw something tall, a big wheel. He had seen it in photos. The London Eye. Was this where the bus was going? The bus rolled off the bridge and into a busy plaza. Tourists were everywhere, taking photos, laughing, holding umbrellas, even though it wasn't raining. Liam walked through the crowd, still following the red giant ahead of him. Then something caught his eye. A painting on the side of a small shop. It showed a red bus flying over the city. There were wings on its side, and stars in the sky behind it. He stared at it for a moment. Why had he come to London? Not for this exactly, but maybe, yes, for something like this. Something random, something that didn't make sense, but felt right. The bus stopped again, in front of a museum. People got off. New people got on. Liam stood at the corner and watched it pull away. He didn't follow this time. He just stood there and looked around. Then he noticed a sign. Free entrance today. The museum doors were open. Inside, it looked warm and quiet. He went in. The rooms were full of things he didn't expect. Giant clocks, old train signs, weird machines with turning wheels and blinking lights. There were buttons to press, stories to read, maps on the walls. One map showed how London's bus system grew over time. Red lines spreading across the city like veins. Liam smiled. He sat on a bench near a model of a red bus. He had followed one here, without knowing why, and now he was learning about the history of the buses. The first ones, the changes in design, the drivers, the routes. It felt like he was part of the story. After a while, he left the museum and sat on the steps outside. The air was cooler now. People passed by, some in a hurry, others taking their time. He didn't feel lost anymore. He didn't feel like a tourist either. He felt like someone who had done something brave. Something small, maybe, but different. He had followed a bus through London, and it had led him to something he never planned to see. He stood up and smiled. Then, without thinking, he followed the next red bus that passed. You just learned a lot without noticing. While following Liam through London, your brain picked up so many useful English expressions. He passed a park. He jogged to catch up. The air was cooler now. He felt like someone who had done something brave. These are natural and powerful ways to express real feelings and actions. And guess what? You didn't have to study them. You just heard them in a fun, real story. That's the magic of learning English through storytelling. It's how your brain loves to learn. And we give you a new one every single day. Now it's your turn. Would you follow a red bus in a new city? What's the most random decision you ever made while traveling? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you won't miss tomorrow's story. See you then!